Okay, this is going to be absolutely insane. Do you know anything about living in a 6D dimension while in this human body in 3D? Because you've heard about 5D, so many complicated theories, and you know what? Somewhere around 78-90% of them is just pure BS, too complicated. Just like back in the day, you were made believe that an enlightened person is someone who levitates 24/7 above the Himalayas, and you maybe get to sometimes touch the ground that they once walked on. Versus the enlightened person is the person that raised their frequency above joy. Doesn't even have to be permanently. Yesterday, I have created somewhere around 20-minute training in my 365 container, which is every single day for a year, a full-on training and activation on how to create wealth, freedom, and liberation from inside out. Not from outside in, go and chase and, become so pretty that, people have to buy, but truly create the wealth from your internal wealth, from your God particle activated. And in this specific training, I was full on channeling. While I was walking on the desert in Arizona, exposed to the sun and channeling through my heart and my throat. I have very powerful throat, which is 5D. And at the end of the training, what came out, which I realized after it said, this is a specific method I'm teaching you on how to live in a 6th dimension in this life, in this age of Aquarius, where everyone else is consumed by reading the files and draining the life force energy, and you are now simply told how to live from your creator frequency activated through this body. If you have 8 basic energy centers, you were meant to live on minimum 8 frequencies, 8D. This morning, I'm waking up, story gets only more crazy. Not only I've had absolutely the best day of my whole life yesterday, family, relations, business, the way I feel in my own skin, elevation on a whole another level, the depth of the meditation. This morning, I'm waking up, and it's like I'm living in a wonderland. The video that just pops up on its own is just the biggest joy. This creator responded in such a beautiful, graceful way to some response that it wasn't maybe, the nicest. It was just insane. I'm waking up and I'm living in a fairyland. Like everything is, I'm just living permanently, waking up in a 6D frequency. And even if I'm activated by some lower frequency here and there for a moment, I'm automatically losing the specific technique I taught yesterday that I've been practicing over the last few years, but last 2 months deeper than ever before, on a whole another level. Talking about instantaneous manifestation, you were made to believe that you have to wait for universe to deliver to you what you crave and desire for a reason. Just the same as you were made to believe that you have to go to school and get a diploma and a degree in order to be paid abundantly for being you. I'm paid more than an average doctor who went for studying for 5 years. There are months that I'm paid in a month what I used to work on for a whole year. In a 9 to 5 that it isn't aligned. Dealing with so much of people's BS. Just to wipe out my energy, cleanse them and purify them after I come back home just to repeat it all over again the next day. No, thank you. You are so extremely powerful, and majority of the things you were told to believe about spirituality and growth and expansion and healing is also a BS designed to keep you stuck and hold you down. Welcome, my name is Eliza Mozal. I'm an energetics ninja for spiritual people desiring to uncover their true power in a no-linear way, not through the spiritual ladder, what you were taught by the false gurus to keep you stuck. Oh my God, this all makes sense, like on a whole another level. I'm gonna go and do some yoga, then I'm gonna have another walk, I'm gonna record another training for my humans. You're more than welcome to join my world if that feels in alignment. If you wanna more than just free videos here, Send me private message. I'm creating a masterpiece masterclass in 2 weeks that is gonna blow your whole mind, that is gonna teach you that very methodology. I use that methodology to create freedom, liberation out of the toxic relationships in my family. I set myself so free above and beyond it, to the point that I love them, adore them. I feel compassion for them. If someone crosses the line, I know how to cut them out. And I still am living on a full-on uttermost ease and peace. I've created wisdom from the stuff that other people died from. I turn any pain I've ever experienced into next frequency, freedom, liberation, wisdom again, and profit. I'm not just living the best life ever after living in hell for 3 decades. I've actually taught, I mastered my energy, my throat. I taught this to my clients to the point that they're creating in 3-4 weeks themselves. Some of them need 10 months, some of them need a year, that's okay. A year in exchange for the rest of a lifetime in a bliss, liberation, freedom, self-expression, extraordinary joy, enlightenment. Not just in their meditation, outside of it too, with their eyes open. Oh, baby. The sweetest of the sweetest. Follow your heart, follow your soul. Send me private message masterclass to learn how to get inside. You cannot afford to miss out it. At the moment it is $11 to entry, and then every few days I'll be putting price up to $22, $33, $44, $55, $111, $222, $333, and on and on and on, because I can. Because it's that valuable, because it's that life-changing. Go to my other account, look at the stories, and look at the testimonials that people are sending me. People who've worked with me in just one session, their whole life is changed. Yes, sure, you can go and study with someone for 12 months or 10 years. Just to find out later on they're actually the false one. Your heart knows. Follow it.